I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. I don't know if that man is gonna text me back, but let's fuck around and find out. Be with the energy of like all of the story and all of the fear and all of the rejection that's possibly gonna come up. And I'm pulling out like actual experiences that I have been moving through. Hello my loves, I have a question. Imagine what it would be like if you lived every single day being the woman that received every single desire that is on your heart. I am currently in a transformation, personally, professionally, myself. I'm experiencing so much of what I often refer it to as the energetic debris of the constructs of the past thoughts, belief systems, habits, ways of being, people, and all the experiences that were built around the version of me that is no longer serving and is no longer going to be required for the woman and the life that I'm creating going forward. And I know it can be so uncomfortable because it brings us back to this default patterning of the way in which we've been told to live. It can bring up so much like old stuff that isn't even, like hasn't even been around for a very long time. The stories that we tell ourselves are the very limitations that we create for ourselves and our life. We get to get really, really curious about where they came from and who they came from. I know for myself is like I have a very intense pattern.
It's not enough. I need to do more. I need to go on to the next thing. I need to create more.
And that can often really present itself in not being able to stop. It's like go, 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 constantly thinking of the next thing to do, constantly on to the next project. And it has been quite some time that I've been working with this pattern of mine, this default pattern of mine, finding space to just land in, this is more than enough. I am more than enough. I'm overflowing in the enoughness. And as I've been really working with that, and not just from a statement sense, not just to say it, but to really experience it, embody it, to really then associate and look at the places in my life that's like, oh, look at how much I received there. Look at how much I gave there. Look at how much I was able to be in experience of that and really be there, not be in the chase to the next thing. And as I've been really healing that part of me that's like too much, not enough, gotta do more, gotta prove, gotta push, gotta please, I've really found that I'm arriving in this new version, in this new era of myself. This is so new and it can feel scary because it's like I've created so much safety in that old way of being, in the woman that has to work, has to chase, has to force, push, the woman that has to prove. And I know I'm not alone in this because I have so many women in my world say to me, why can't I feel good? Why can't I feel confident? The story is from past experiences, from our parents. We were told in magazines and all of the things that we had to be, look and act a certain way in order to receive that what we want. And the truth is, we get to have what we have and we get to want what we want and we get to receive anything that we really desire. And the only limitation is the energy that we're putting into our body and into our system and into our field, into our energetic field and our life field, that's then going to block us from experiencing that. When I was living like very deeply in my victim and my scarcity, my lack, my limitation, that default story and that default life, that meant that I was in the 9 to 5 because I could not think. Even though since I was 15 years old, I was very, very clear. I wanted to run my own business. I wanted to live wherever I wanted to live. I wanted to be on my own time. Even though I knew it, my mind would be like,
How are you going to do that? Business is hard. Business is something that you have to like go to business school for.
I had all of this, I can't do it mentality. And the default story was then, of course, if I can't have what I really want in my career, I can't really have what I want, period. Then of course I was in relationships with men that weren't really marrying up to what I actually really deeply wanted and needed. The design element is, oh, can I just get really curious? What would it look like if I actually just tried and started a business? What would it look like if I just fucked around and found out by moving to Lisbon and seeing what living abroad would actually look like and being on my own time and doing what I want when I want? That's the design. And the design doesn't feel good because the design is also going to come with, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. I don't know if that man is going to text me back, but let's fuck around and find out. Be with the energy of like all of the story and all of the fear and all of the rejection that's possibly going to come up. And I'm pulling out like actual experiences that I have been moving through recently as well, of having to really notice with curiosity and love and compassion those fear-based thoughts that come up.
Oh, you've already moved to Lisbon. Can you actually move to America as well? How are you going to work that out with Betsy? How are you going to have a base here and a base there?
Like there's so much like noise that comes up when there's something really big on our hearts. Most women just immediately, they can't hold the energy of all of that noise and all of that thought, and they're like, no, I can't do it, and they push their desires away. Yet at the same time, I hear that women want more confidence. Women want to feel really deeply worthy, and women want freedom. They don't just want freedom of time and freedom of their energy, but they want a freedom to basically be able to do what they want when they want, and with that, they want to feel emotionally and mentally free of the stories, free of the anxious energy. But the problem is that so many women, rather than face the fear and challenge those thoughts, they run away from them. They just immediately assume and create that even deeper fear and that even deeper belief of like, I can't do it.
I can't do it, I don't know how.
So then she avoids it. She doesn't look at it. But one of the things that I know to be true, maybe you'll resonate if you've got something big on your heart, like you want to start dating with confidence, you want to call in your person, move abroad and have a bit more of a lifestyle where you get to be in a different culture, create your own business, like whatever the really big desire is that you have, it will haunt you. It will continue to keep tapping you on the shoulder and nudge you. You may dream about it, you'll be talking about it, and you'll have that feeling of, oh, it's like an ache in your heart that you haven't said yes to it yet. Your soul is telling you to go for it and give it a go. It's better to fail than to not start at all. I don't know who said that quote, but it's awesome and it's so true. This is the part where you get to reclaim her, that part of you that's like, there is something in me that is saying, go to that event. There is something in me that is saying, go to that country, book that ticket, sign up to that thing. There is something in you that is saying, quit your job. There is something in you saying, text that man. Not hearing and listening and being a yes to that yearning and that signal that won't leave you alone. That is the bit where you self-abandon. That is the bit where the fear gets deeper and the anxiety and the yearning and the longing and the self-doubt and everything in between that feels heavy in your body and in your mind, that will keep getting heavier and heavier and heavier, and it will haunt you. This is what I really want to share about being that woman, being the woman who really, really says yes to the thing, even if it's scary, takes control of her life in all ways, and I say control with the most beautiful connotation to it. Letting go of the things that aren't no longer serving you. I know that bit is really hard. You know, letting go of people, I actually find that quite easy now. Like I've got so many reps in letting go of people, but I know that, you know, for some women that can be really challenging to let go of a relationship if you've been in it and it's all you've known. And it's your safety net, and there's ties in different ways. Or, you know, if you've been in your career or with your company for years and years and years, and the thought of like being in a new environment and figuring something else out and taking on like more work or a bigger role can feel really scary because you don't know how. They're just two examples that I see so many women swimming in, right? You have to be willing to let something go to create something better in your life. That is part of your reclamation. That is part of the infusion and the reconfiguring of like your mental and your emotional body, and then stepping forward. And that's how you create the confidence. That's how you know that you're a woman living as your worthy self, because you're willing to say yes to the things that so many women will take to the grave, never really truly being in an experience of their deepest desires. So I hope this video landed for you. Hit subscribe if you would love more of this content.